Hey, Asparagus, what's going on, buddy? Can you hear me okay? Thanks, man. Can you do me a solid? Hey, what's up, Cursed? Uh, Thanks for the congratulations. I started moving a while ago. It's been since the affiliate anniversary, actually, since before the affiliate anniversary. How's the charcoal? I don't understand the charcoal. What you talking about, Cursed? Hey, while you guys are in here, can you because I can't really do it. I'm literally on my phone. Can you guys like share this to anybody who might want to know what's going on? This is kind of an update video for anybody who's interested. Being a troll. Of course. Thanks, my man. Appreciate that. So, actually, Asparagus, you asked me how's everything going? Um, so I so a couple weeks before our affiliate anniversary, the electricity in my house, the house that I was renting, got shut off. I wasn't able to find a job in Florida, so I had to move. While I was in my mom's place, yo, Pat, what's going on? And Ivy, of course, carrying those arts around. So yeah, my power got shut off in the house that I was renting. Couldn't find a job and was trying to get back on my feet in Florida, but I wasn't getting any hits in Florida. So we ended up looking at. Thanks for the shout outs, Pat. Can you do the same thing with asparagus? So I ended up expanding my search to different states. We knew if we came to New York, we had a place to stay, so I actually ended up getting a hit. Thanks, asparagus. Um, I actually ended up getting a hit for a spot here in New York, and it was a pretty decent job offer. So I ended up taking that, and I've been kind of in a holding pattern. Oh, what seems to be like just about a month now. So I haven't really been able to do anything. I don't have a room, so I'm kind of staying in actually this room here. We're all staying in this room on air mattresses. Um, they're all put away right now. You can see that my air mattress is right over there under my camping backpack. Uh, but I've been staying in. I've been staying with a friend who actually is closer to the job that I'm working than where my family is staying. So they're here where I am presently, and I am about 45 minutes away for 3 days out of the week. Now, where I'm staying for 3 days out of the week, they don't have a very good internet connection at all. I can't actually do this. I tried, and it didn't work. Um, so I've been waiting to get back here to kind of let everybody know what's going on. Um, I'm not done. This is not me quitting. What this is this is the reality of the situation is I do not have a spot to stream, and I will not have a. We were planning on doing something to. I hope everything gets better, man, because it sounds like it's been a massive struggle. I haven't even gotten into the struggle part of it yet. This has all just been the waiting game up until recently. So our plan, as of last week, was come here, get back on our feet, throw some money together, and go and either A, be here until we can get enough money together over the next 10 months to get our own space, buy a house, and move into the house. In which case, I'd probably be doing a lot more IRL streams, and I would still continue doing this, but it would just be different. I've been busy working in a family because with side gigs, I wasn't busy. Yeah. So that was our plan. A week ago, but on the 11th, my father-in-law passed away, and it was very sudden. He didn't believe in doctors. He always had a hard time. Sometimes it's best to take a step back and gather yourself, get back into the thick of it. Yep, that's exactly it. A strategic retreat. Yeah, it's what I used to. What was it? It was a when I used to play Magic, and when we used to fold, I would call it. What did I used to call it? It was a strategic withdrawal. That's what I used to call it, so that I could get another game in instead of wasting time on the repetitive motions. So, in all actuality, what's been going on is my father-in-law passed away. It was extremely sudden. I'm glad to see you. Hey, Mommy, what's going on? Yeah, I'm glad to see all of you guys. Thanks for stopping by. So until last week, we had a plan, and it was either A, buy our own house, or B, get into a place where we could we could save some money and get into our own place. Thank you for shouting everybody out, Pat. I really appreciate that. I really can't do much of anything. So what? Oh, Safe Space Salute. Oh, thanks for the Safe Space Salute. I have no sound alerts. I am on my phone. There's not going to be... There's no... I can't see anything or hear anything. So if you guys are clicking buttons, save your points. I won't be able to hear it. You guys won't be able to hear it. I'm really sorry. So like I was saying, as of last week, we had a plan. Hey, Lasco, what's going on? Let's go, Lasco! And then my father-in-law passed away on the 11th, and it has completely disrupted anything that we had planned. And for good reason. So a little bit about the situation of my father-in-law passing away. My father-in-law was an amazing human being. He was one of those people who, if he was sitting still, he was sleeping. And if he wasn't sitting still and he was not able to do what he wanted to get done, he was the angriest person in the world because you can't keep that man down. He had about, what do we say, it was like 30 some odd % of his body was metal. He had his hips replaced, he had his knee replaced, his entire, I think it was his left leg, was practically metal and muscle. That was about it. But he would go outside, cut trees, work on cars. He was huge in the community. Anybody who needed help with something called him, and he would go and help. The 2 weeks that we've been here, he would come in from work. He would work all day, out the door at 6 a.m., in the door at 6 p.m., and he would be gone. He would go and help somebody. He would work, and then he would go and work and help somebody. And then he would come home after dark. Brother was RoboCop. Damn straight. He was. And just as badass. And well, he was a hell of a lot more sarcastic. He was an amazing human being. When my father passed away, could have been. It depended on what side of him you were on. If you were on the bad side, you didn't want to be on the bad side of Paul. But thanks, Mommy. Appreciate that. But after my dad passed, he kind of filled that space. I was able to kind of shit talk with him. He taught me a lot of stuff that I felt like I've had two dads. My dad, who taught me a lot of business practice and grew me up to be the man I am. And then Paul kind of took over with the odd stuff, like, where to stage firewood, how to homestead, being more creative than just digitally, being able to go out there and make a machine if I need, make a tool. Need a tool, make a tool is what I used to call it. He kind of taught me all of that. But besides that, he was amazing at what he did and who he was. And after the 11th, it wrecked the community. People now are realizing just how much Paul was a cornerstone in the community. We've had thousands of people come by the house, like thousands of people come by the house, and I'm not exaggerating, over the last week and a half. I know it's been a few days, yeah, about a week. And so, needless to say, our plans have changed again. Originally, we were just supposed to move down here, stay here for a little bit, and then get out on our own once we get on our feet, once we get some paychecks underneath us and pay people back, get the account out of the negative and all that. Hey, baby girl. Thanks for making it. So, needless to say, right now, the whole streaming like it was, playing video games, interacting with people is kind of put on the back burner. I can't give a definitive time as to when I'll be back streaming or how I'll come back streaming. The only thing I can say is I've been trying to figure out ways of making it happen, and setting up my PC with my green screen and having a stable internet connection and being able to do all the cool shit that I was doing. I'm not going to be able to do that. And I don't know when I'll be able to start doing that again. Going around New York and doing IRL streams at like Watkins Glen or stuff like that, places where I can do IRL streaming. I think I'm going to try to figure out a way to start doing that stuff, and I might have to pick your brain on that, Pat, because that's kind of going to be how the channel's going to have to be for a little while until I can figure out a way to get a spot to do the things that I want to do. Yo, Arctic Fuck, what's going on, man? It hasn't been okay. It will be okay, but it hasn't been okay. It's been a constant. The last month and a half has all been a constant rotation of plans, because we'll have a general idea of look to the future then. Yep, absolutely. That's what, keep my head up. That's all that I can do. Readjust and keep plugging away. We can talk on the phone after stream. Okay. Here, things will be okay. That's what matters, yeah? Absolutely, and that's what's kept us all going, is the fact that everything will come back. Everything will be good. It's just, it's going to take time, and you know what, Bex? Quit kicking me. Kick a motherfucker when he's down. What the hell? Hi, Bex. Hey, Emmy, what's going on? There's no sound alerts, kiddo. But yeah, that's kind of the gist of what's been going on. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask. I'm more than happy to answer questions. And if you haven't heard what's going on, start asking, and I'll start answering. I kind of wanted to make a video so that I could put it on my Twitch channel so that people know that, this isn't a permanent situation, but it is, a situation. My question would be, what is happening? But you don't have to answer if you don't want. No. So I just went over it, but I'm more than happy to go over it as many times as I need to. That's why I'm doing this, is so that everybody can ask me what's going on, or if I haven't covered it for them, be able to answer the questions that everybody has, because I have been gone for fucking ever. And every time I get into somebody's live, they're like, "What's been going on? How are you doing? How is the family? What's going?" Oh, yeah. So I'll be rolling through your stream for sure. Well, so what's been going on is, just before the affiliate stream, I had lost power and was in the process of losing the house that I was staying in. So I moved in with my mom. My other brother was willing enough to let me use his room to stream our affiliate stream, which is why that was the last one that I did. And after that, I moved into what would be like control mode, crisis control mode. And I'd been looking for jobs in Florida and nobody was hiring. Every time I put in hundreds of applications and I couldn't get anybody to hire me. I was doing Uber as often as I could to make things happen. I ended up hurting my back 2 weeks before we moved to New York because I had an opportunity in New York to work. And that's why I haven't been streaming. I didn't have a place to stream. I still technically don't have a place to stream. And I'm just kind of trying to make it happen again. What happened to the job that when we last talked? So the marketing job didn't work out. At first it was windshields, as some of you know. I was going around door to door trying to get people to replace their windshields. But the more I found out about the windshields, the more it wasn't good. It was actually hurting people. So I was taking money to hurt people. Not like physically hurt people, but for people who don't know, in a comprehensive claim state, if you have too many comprehensive claims on your record, which is all of your claims go on a record card, so it's kind of like a credit report for insurance. And after you get so many through a company, you become a high risk, and they don't want you around anymore. So what happens is they drop you. They jack your insurance up to the point where you're like, oh, well, there's better opportunity elsewhere. So you leave that insurance company and you go to you go start investigating other insurance companies. Well, when you go and do that, they start going through that report. And if you have too many claims on that report, they won't take you because you're high risk. So what I was doing was it got to the point where the little dings on the windshield are damage, and I was selling it as damage and that they should get a replacement done. But what was happening was, for somebody who has 3 replacements a year, in 2 or 3 years, you become high risk. So if you have a little ding on your windshield and I'm like, oh, get it replaced. It's a good idea to get it replaced because it's not good to be driving around with a incomplete windshield. That was actually hurting people. So that went bad. And then they rolled me into solar. Well, I was doing decent at selling solar until I started to learn more about solar and what that was entailing for people. So what they wanted me to do was anybody who was paying over $150 for energy cost, they saw as a viable option. So what was going on was I was signing people up that were paying $150 for their electric bill, who weren't going to see any benefit. They were actually going to end up paying more for solar than they would for the energy costs that they currently had. And it got to the point where I raised my standards on that, because unless you had, oh, baby girl, you didn't need to do that. Oh, no, don't, you. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, baby girl. So, let me roll back real quick. Before I forget where I was at. So, what was happening was, instead of asking people that were, making, paying like $200 or $150 for, their electric bill, I would go, baby girl, thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, no, I'll definitely be back. I'll definitely be back. I'm not done. I'm going to find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. And I definitely will be back. But so the whole solar thing just didn't end up working out, because I had to raise my standards on that to the point where, unless you were paying like more than $300 for electricity, solar wasn't going to help you anyways. Between the cost and the cost of the solar panel, the cost of installation. Pat, stop. Thank you. You guys don't need to give me bits or anything. I just wanted to... Wait, I have a hype train? I can't see anything like that, so I don't even know. So that's what happened with the marketing thing. It got to the point where I was just spinning my wheels, and I wasn't going to hurt people to do what I needed to do to make money. So, fucking A. You guys are crazy. I love you all. Thank you. So that's what happened with the marketing job. And I ended up quitting the marketing job before I had anything lined up. But during the marketing job, through both iterations, I was looking for work, and I actively looking for work. I had applications in places. I was constantly putting in applications while I was on my lunch break, or at night, or in the morning. When I had free time, I was looking for work. Between streaming and work, I was looking for work. And then nothing came along. I actually got a job offer from New York before I even remotely had a job offer from anywhere in Florida. I'm sorry about a job not working out for you. It's okay. I am absolutely okay. I learned a lot about sales. It was a great learning experience. I got to see what sales was, like actual sales. Which is funny since it sucks up here. I mean, it's different. It's a different job market. That's what I did. I had to. So, you want to hear something fucking hilarious? So, I got a job offer from New York, and went through both interviews before I got a job offer, a shitty job offer, from the Walmart supply center that was right down the road from my mom's house, which is kind of what I was banking on to get some money in so that we could go someplace else, and just crash out with my mom for about a month and a half. But that didn't happen. They didn't get back to me until a week after I had started in with the place that I'm currently working. So that just goes to show you how shitty Florida is with the job market. And it's not like I was wasting time. I was laid up for 2 weeks, and the entire time I was laid up for 2 weeks, I was on my back scrolling. Indeed. I was looking into a lot of stuff. So, oh, my charger's falling. Sorry, guys. So that's what happened with the job thing. But currently I am in New York. I'm staying with my mother-in-law, and previously my father-in-law. and and then he passed away. So because he passed away, we are looking at staying here longer to help my mother-in-law out a little more and give. Hold on just a second, yo. Small town living. People are slowly going by the house, and there's been some thievery lately, so I have to investigate everything that happens outside the house. But, ugh. So people driving by slow makes me a little cautious. But anyway, we are here now. I am working. I'm staying with a friend during the work week, because the place that I'm working at is a lot further away than I can manage right now. Anyways, it would put too many miles on the car, and it would waste too much gas money to be beneficial. So I have to stay someplace closer by. Those damn bears steal everything. They're either small bears or large raccoons. No. I mean, like, people. Now that, because Paul was so well known, and he has a fully stocked garage to be able to do with oxyacetylene torches, all sorts of welders, like good high cost tools, the side by sides, everything that they have. The whole town knows about the toys that Paul had, and that's what scares us, is to leave anything to chance, because that whole garage is, I'm betting close to about $100,000 worth of tooling, and that's just what's on the ground floor. That's not including what materials that they have stored away up in the top portion of the garage. It's legal, but to be able to be legal in New York is not easy. Hold up. I'm trying to read, and there's such a small gun ownership is legal. Nah, it was slowly coming to control steering. Greetings from... Yo, Hatter, what's happening? But yeah, so we're constantly vigilant of what's going on around the house. Can't open carry, correct. Well, thanks for coming by to say hi. What else? We have no updates on the podcast. I haven't been able to really talk to Pat or Buck, other than when I saw Pat before I left and when I saw Buck on the way up here. But I did have a blast seeing Buck. That was an amazing stop on our trip. Skyline Chili really is fucking amazing. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's fucking great. Can carry conceal with a permit, correct, but getting that permit is not easy. Otherwise, sportsman, yep. I am planning on starting to bow hunt, so that would be fun. Can't wait to do that. And the problem with that was I was going to have Paul show me how to do that, because I've never been a hunter, and Paul was an avid hunter. So I was hoping that I could go out and learn from him. But I do have my brother-in-law still, who is willing to take me out and show me. Yes. Bow hunt. I was actually pretty good at archery when I was a kid and growing up. I've always been pretty intrigued by it, but I've never hunted, and I'm planning on it. What else? I really don't know. So as to a streaming schedule right now, I just don't know. It's really up in the air. I know I work 3 days a week, which is awesome. I do have 4 days off in between when I have to leave and go. So that's cool. I have time. I'll be able to set up a schedule once I can get things organized and I can get into a space. A space. I'll be able to stream. Amazing. Like, I'll have no problem there. What am I thinking about for a time frame after the adjustment would be I work 8 to 8. Should redeem 24. Should I redeem a 24-hour stream? No. No, you shouldn't. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm not even kidding. I will absolutely disregard. Yeah, no, don't do that. As I was saying, so as for a streaming schedule, I'm thinking I work 8 to 8, and I'm thinking that might be a good way of keeping my schedule on my days off. Sternsy's connection just cuts off. No. What else? What else? I don't know. What else do you guys want to know? I really have. I think I've put most everything out there. I'm broke as fuck. My bank account. I've used all the Twitch money, all the money that I had set aside. I've used it all to get here and get groceries and travel, and I can't thank you guys enough for letting me support. What's my shoe size? 10.5. Or a 10.5 or a 10 wide. So, Fox, actually, you don't need to be sorry. I don't want anybody to be sorry. I feel as though I was pushed to come to New York for this. I feel that this was preordained. I had exhausted every single avenue in Florida. Oh shit. All right, Pat. No. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I wish I could turn him off for this. So we'll just wait till everybody comes back, and then I'll go into it. Yeah, just let me know when you guys are back if you can hear me. I'm actually going to go grab a cigarette. Quack. Oh shit. Oy vey. Should be about done. I wanted to set up I wanted to set it up because I couldn't shut them off, so I had to set them up for 3 minutes so that I could get rid of pre-rolls. But let me know when you guys are back. how's Mrs. Stearnsy? Mrs. Stearnsy's doing good. She had a second interview for Cracker Barrel up here. Okay, welcome back. So Mrs. Stearnsy's doing good. She's tentatively looking at working at Cracker Barrel as a server. But they've been kind of meh. Okay, so here's what's going on. I had literally exhausted every single avenue that I could in Florida. I tried everything to stay in Florida, and it wasn't working. We even looked at Tennessee. We looked at moving to Tennessee and finding jobs in Tennessee. The people that we thought we would be able to stay with didn't have room for us, so we ended up looking at New York. And I mean, we exhausted every evening. Me and Mrs. Stearnsy would sit there and we would talk about what our options were. How could we make things work? How could we make it work? How could we provide for our family? I was in some years ago, a job hunt for a year. Oh, pull through this, Stearnsy. I'm already pulling through it. I mean, we're on the upswing now. Everything shitty that can happen has happened so far. So, I mean, we got here safe. We got here with plenty of money to be able to provide for the time until we could start getting more money. I thought that I could Uber up here to help supplement that. I was very wrong. You can't operate Uber here like you can in Orlando. It doesn't work. New York is too sparse. It's not the same. Yeah, we were looking at Tennessee. Is that what life was like for... That was... Yeah. Yeah. No, and Pat, that's what we had talked about quite a bit. Life is hard, but it's easy. People have very little problems. Yeah. Yep. But we exhausted everything. Every opportunity that we could. We tried everything to stay out of New York. Because moving back is going to hurt Mrs. Stearnsy because she has serious medical problems. And temperature changes, like the ones here in Florida, or here in New York, are way too severe for her. And she pretty much ends up bedridden during the wintertime. So we wanted to stay out of New York, but it ended up that this was the only place that we could go to. So we got set up, and we're up here now, and we're moving, and things, Colton, and that's exactly the problem. But I mean, we got to do what we got to do to provide for the family. Anything figuring out how to get the ball to stop rolling downhill and start moving uphill. Yeah, exactly. So that you can push it up a hill. Yeah. You're just trying to get that spiral to stop is hard. But we are on the upswing. I've done my first week of work. My account will probably just come out positive after this week's of work. So that's a plus. I'm going to be able to start paying people back after next week, which is even better. Because I'm borrowing money from really close friends, really good friends. I'm trying to do all the side work that I can. My friend helps run her family's brewery. They've been nice enough to let me do odds and ends work there so that I can get some money for gas and for, like necessity groceries like toilet paper and milk and stuff like that. So I'm going to plug them. If you guys are ever in New York, Seneca Stag Brewing Company, great food, great alcohol. If you have the chance, come on out. You'll be able to see your good old friend TMNT Stearnsy. And it's a great little place. You can bring, if you have dogs, they're pet friendly. They actually have dog water bowls and a whole outside venue so that you can keep the dog out in the yard running around. Really nice little place. If you're in New York, it's on the wine trail, the Finger Lakes Wine Trail. So come on by, check it out. It's a really good place. So I'm going to plug them right now. Seneca Stag Brewing Company. Really good place. But they've been letting me do odds and ends jobs to keep things going. I gave up on the Uber thing. You have to be in like Albany, Buffalo, Syracuse in order to have any shot at making some kind of money. And all of those spaces are hours away from where I'm at. Whatever I would make, I'd end up spending in gas just to get back. So it's not viable. So just finding things for people to pay me to do, little odds and ends jobs. If you know, like my one friend needs her kitchen repainted. Hey, I'm staying here anyways. Let me do it. But the other thing is, on my work week, because I work 8 to 8, I'm not. I haven't done that in a while, and so it's pretty much I get out of work, I get back to where I'm hanging out, crash out on the couch until 4 or 5 o'clock, eat something really quick, get dressed, and then spin it back around. So it's been a trip. Staying away from my family during the work week sucks. I fucking hate it. I'm still looking for work. I'm still looking for something better. The problem with the last time I lived in New York was I got complacent, and that's how I got locked into the factory job I was in for 10 years, making shit wages. So yeah, I'm not gonna get complacent. I'm just going to go as hard and as fast as I can. Even at the job, they're telling me that I've got to wait 4 to 6 months to be able to move up. I looked at him straight in the face and I said, "You've got 3. I do not expect to be on the bottom rung of the ladder for more than a month. And if I am, it's a problem." I've told the HR department that. I told the plant manager that the other day. So they know that I'm not going to be bottom rung. Yeah, no. Complacency is not happening. I'm not okay with being bottom rung. When they hired me for the position, I said I've already done this kind of work. I haven't done it for 12-hour days. I said, but I've done this kind of work for 10 years. I have experience. I know my lockout tagout. I know how to pack product. I know quality. I know processing. I've changed over lines at the previous job that I was at that did anything like this. I said I have a wealth of knowledge and I have an ambition, and it's either 10% better every day or not at all. I said I will be 10% better every single day, and when I hit that ceiling is when it's time to move on. So that's the state of how everything is right now. If you guys have any other questions, or maybe I missed one, oh no, come back. Okay. Why does it keep disappearing? Stop disappearing. I can't read anything back. Okay, there we go. Okay. So yeah, if anybody's got any other questions that they want to ask, I'm more than happy to answer them. I've been live for almost an hour. Um, I think I'll keep this on the shorter side since it's just chatting. Um, I don't know. What else do you guys want to know? They're already turning around, baby girl. You don't need to hope. It's already in the works. It's already happening. It, we are on the upswing, so that makes everything so much better, and it makes it easier to swallow. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck? About as much as Paul could cut down. Just, I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. I'm glad that I am doing better. It was I'll tell you what, not knowing was the hardest part about the whole thing. Um, just before, I'm happy that just before Paul passed, we were able to sit down. Me and Mrs. Stearnsy were able to sit down and have a logical conversation about, what we need in order to be able to thrive versus survive. Because that's kind of what ended up happening in Florida was after COVID, um, it seemed like there was a huge financial shift and we were in more of a survival situation than we were a thriving situation. I wasn't able to set aside money anymore for some strange reason, no matter how hard I tried or how much I worked. It got to the point where I had to work overtime in order to survive, and none of that money was going to anything that was going to benefit us in the future. So I was just in this constant cycle of running myself into the ground in order to just live, which everybody, it's not just me that's experiencing that, it's everybody. That's the whole country. That's not singular to me. But it wears on you mentally, and I got to the point where I refused to work overtime just to survive. If I had to work at a job plus volunteer more time for the job just so that I could make ends meet, that was not a beneficial cycle, and it was only going to get harder from there. I think I've talked about it before on the. I don't think I'm crossing any NDAs, but on the contract negotiations for the Teamsters, I think it's public. If not, I'm going to be kind of vague. They've extended the duration of their contract period with a reduced amount of increase in pay. So it will, by the end of the contract, the pay won't equal to the increase in inflation. So it would just get worse. So that was kind of writing on the wall, and that's why I moved jobs originally. And then I found the marketing thing, and we've already talked about that. And it just wasn't working. And ever since the contract negotiation, I started looking for work. And I was looking for remote work. I was looking for in-person work. I was looking. McDonald's wouldn't hire me. McDonald's. I couldn't get paid to flip a fucking burger. I could get paid to deliver that burger for 10 cents a mile, but I couldn't get paid to flip the fucking burger. Yeah. Dude, there was nothing. Walmart wouldn't hire me. Amazon wouldn't hire me. Yeah. It's gotten to a point where it was just dumb. Yeah. I mean, everybody's picking up 2-3 jobs just to make ends meet. Yeah, but you're putting shit in a box. I did that shit for 10 years. Put product in bag, put product in box. That's what I did. How? I'm a perfect fit. Do what you're told. Put shit in bag, put shit in box. Done. You'd think that would be, and a good track record at that. You'd think that they would be like, oh yeah, nah, he's a perfect fit. Let's use him. He's a robot. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Yeah, they were being stupid. racetrack down the street from us told me they wouldn't hire me. I didn't apply for racetrack or 7-Eleven. I don't think I applied for 7-Eleven either. But yeah, that's kind of the breakdown of what's been happening. Legit U.S. John. Yeah, the job market is fucked up right now, absolutely. I'm thinking of applying for an electric company because I was waiting on military right now. I don't know, Cursed. I mean, anything right now. Uber. Do you have a car? Uber. Look at Uber and Lyft. Because you can make some kind of money if you're in a high traffic area. But if you're not near an airport or near like a downtown area, it's kind of not worth it. But it's a good thing to make ends meet. It's just going to take all of your time. But if all you're waiting for is to hear back from the military... Oh, no vehicle. Okay. Uber Eats, if you have a bicycle and you're in a populated area, there's a lot of people that drive or that ride their bike through the cities to, deliver food. There's many YouTube channels devoted to it. I live in East Bumfuck, New York. I can't I can't do that one. Like the minimum, dude. I opened up the Uber app when I first got here, and there was a price surge 6 hours away from me, and that was the closest one. I live in the woods. Okay, yeah, no. So you're in the same situation. Yeah, it's not happening. Never mind. Yeah, you're in the same kind of situation, man. It just kind of, you kind of got to find something. I mean, anything is better than nothing. Sweeping floors is better than not. Oh, East Bumfuck. Yeah, actually, we were looking at, that was another reason why we started looking at, we were looking at North Carolina to be with my other brother, who offered us to stay for 3 to 4 months. But the school systems were kind of comparative. But New York, the school system that the kids are in right now, Emily Puff included, is like a 13 kid per classroom, whereas North Carolina was like 20 to 30 per classroom. And it would have gotten Emily Puff more support this way than the other way. So actually, East Bumfuck, New York turned out better than North Carolina. But the kids are in a good school. They've made friends. They're making friends. They're really enjoying being able to be outside versus being locked inside because of how hot it gets. The only thing is the kids don't understand what small town living is, so I hope they don't try to pull anything stupid because we'll definitely hear about it. I'm in North Carolina and it's annoying. But there's a lot of good in North Carolina, especially in the area we were looking at. Like everything is within like a 10-minute walk. Schools, doctor's offices, stores. You could leave the house and walk to a store or the school or a hospital in like 10 minutes. Everything was just like right there. It was beautiful. But the school classrooms were bigger. They had higher standards, which was something I looked at. But New York State already comes with we maintain the same standard that we had in Florida, where you need to have over a 75. 75 is considered failing in my book. You're like 30 hours away, 30 minutes away. Yeah, Don't ask me where it was. Don't ask me, you know, what the opportunities were like. But the other thing was I wasn't finding any job opportunities. I wasn't finding any remote work to be able to do that. Yeah, it just didn't work. Damn it, Bex! Stop kicking me. But I will be back eventually. I don't have a date and time. Keep up on the Discord. That would be the best way that I could get information out to you. Now that I know what my schedule is, you're not new, baby girl. You're not new. You're not new, Christ. You're not new. Hold up. Hold up. Merch! Buy the merch! You're not new, Pat. You're not new. You're not new, Lasco. You're not new. Fucking love you guys. It's been too long. I agree. I don't know how. I don't know how yet. But I really want to put out there that this is. Thanks. I love you too, man. I love y'all. I love all of you. You're fucking amazing. The fact that you're even here is fucking amazing. I'm not stopping this. I want to put that out there loud and clear. I am not done streaming. This is not going to end. I have been absent for a month because I've had a lot of bullshit happen for a month. I don't think any of those sound alerts are going to work, but nice try, bud. I don't know if they are or not. I can't hear them. That is the main thing I want to drive home, though, is I am not done. I will not be done. I want this more than anything. I've just doing it for fun. Just doing it out of habit. Baby girl, thank you so much for gifting Lasco sub. Yeah, no, I'm not done. I'm not going away. I will be more absent than I ever have before, but that's just because of the situation. I'm a wiener. I want to be here. I want to do this. This is not going away. The Turtle Cave never ends. We do not close our doors. We are open 24/7. And regardless of how absent I am, I want to be here. I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah. Goofy goober. But yeah, so that's the state of things. That's how everything is. That's how everything has been. Looking to the future, we don't really have a set in stone plan. We know that we're going to be here. Oh, Pat. Thank you. So, if anybody has any other questions that they'd like to ask me, go ahead. Other than that, I've kind of put everything out there I need to put out there. If anybody asks, I am going to highlight this on my Twitch channel. I will also post it after I'm done. Steady Spaghetti! What's up, buddy? I'll also put this video on YouTube. So if anybody's asking that hasn't been here, how I've been, what I've been up to, what I'm doing, why things are going the way they're going. You can point them to the YouTube channel or the Twitch channel. I don't really think this is going to make it into TikTok, but I'm okay. Everything gets better. It is, your prayers already worked, man. So yeah, if you're interested and you know study, if you want to go back through it, I'll post this video so that you can see, you know, exactly. It's an hour-long video at this point. But I'll highlight it in the Twitch channel. You can go back through the VOD, or I'll put it on the YouTube channel. You guys can, if you guys can you send people that way? I'll also be doing that to anybody who's intrigued that I just run into. I want to apologize for not being there. I want to be, more than anything. Being absent from Twitch, being absent from other people's lives, it's really kind of bothered me. And I want you to know that the only reason I am not participating in Twitch right now is selfish, because it makes me feel even worse about not being able to be on Twitch. But I'm not, my plans are not to stay away from Twitch. Hey, Buck! Sternsy, you have to do what you have to do to stay alive. Yes. No, I agree. And I know that you guys everybody has already said that they already know. That everybody has already told me and given me the affirmation that, you know, they know that I'm going through hell, and they're just here to back me 100%, and that's the kind of love our community has for each other, and I fucking love it, and I wouldn't imagine being anyplace else. But that's also the reason why I want to come back so hard. We were talking about you earlier. Yeah, we were. We were talking about Skyline Chili, man. And I have been singing Skyline Chili's praises ever since we were at your house. But someone said Skyline Chili. Yes, I did. Mad shit talk. No, don't listen to Cursed. He's just trolling again. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, go ahead, ask away. This is kind of, was my plan. Was just hanging here. Indeed, that's trolling. I know. I just kind of needed to go live because I feel like I've been way too absent to not elaborate on people's questions. And the other thing is I feel horrible hopping into somebody's stream and then them being like, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" And then me being like, "Well, my father-in-law passed away. I had to move. I didn't have a job. I do have a job. I have no money. I have to borrow money in order to have money. You know, any ETA on when you're coming back?" No, I don't. Have you seen the clown at Walmart that hides from gay people? Yes, I have. Have you? I wish I had an ETA. The most I can tell you is I'm going to be sporadically doing just this kind of thing, where it's more of a Q&A, just chatting, maybe a live stream, because the New York State Fair just happened. Maybe IRL streaming is going to be in the cards. I haven't really thought down and planned it out. It's me, I'm the clown. See, I have seen you. ETA is going to be around 420 months and 21 days. Yeah, so I mean, I have no idea. I don't have a place. All of my stuff is still in Florida. I have my phone, I have my laptop. I know I have my PC, but I don't have a keyboard or mouse. I have my camera. I don't have my microphone. I I don't need all of that. I mean, what I have, I can stream with. I don't have a reliable internet connection at anywhere that I'm staying. I do not have a. Since it's legal in New York, we'll be getting 420 stream. Fuck yes, you will. Fuck yes, you will. I will. I'm currently working on finding a turtle bog so that we can do TMNT smoke sessions. And the only problem is they don't exist. So I gotta get them commissioned. I do like them 420 streams. We all do. So my plan is to just sporadically try to do things, just to keep people updated, get some of this streaming. The impulse to stream has been so fucking hard to deal with. It used to be a release, and not having that anymore is fucking detrimental. It's as bad as when I was blacksmithing. When I was blacksmithing last time I was in New York, that was my stress relief. I was able to go out there and work out any aggression I had, work through my thoughts. I was stoned out of my mind last Friday night. I bet you were. That's what Hannah said. This is exactly what I fought for the month. Yeah. I feel it. It sucks. And it's really hard to watch. I see what you and Pat were saying. It's really hard to watch other people do the thing you want to do, the thing that you love so doing that you just can't. Please and thank you. I need one. I've looked for one for years, and well, in Florida I wasn't really able to have one, but yeah, I need one. Even a little bubbler. I don't even care. But it's got to look legit. Like, it can't be some bullshit ass, like, if you squint real hard, it looks like a turtle kind of shit. No. I need a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. When you look at it, you go, that's fucking badass. Renegade, dude, no. Oh, man. I really wish you had rated somebody else. But thank you so much thank you. Thank you. And if you don't know me, friendly viewers of Renegade, welcome to the Turtle Cave. This is not normally what you get, but it will kind of be normally what you get from here on, I guess. Renegade, right? You fucking amazing human being. Thank you so much, man. Welcome in, everybody. I'm sorry. It's just really hard for me to accept the gratitude that you guys show, because I know that this is so intermittent. It's really... I wouldn't want to choose anybody else from me. Thank you, man. Thank you. You handsome son of a bitch. The Last Roaded. You know we don't talk about The Last Roaded. But it depends on what it looks like, I guess. But yeah, I this is what I think that this is kind of what we're going to be stuck with for a little while. A little bit of Q&A, a little bit of hangout, which I don't really mind. I mean, bringing it back to basics might be kind of cool to give me different ideas on how to jazz things up, take me out of my my repetition of just doing the same thing. Oh, I know you love trolling, and I figured that that's why you did it. And that's why I said what I said. Oh, did you just send me one? Because I just got a notification? Quack. But Yeah, no, we're here. The Turtle Cave will always be here. And I know I don't need to apologize, but I'm sorry for not being able to be there. Um, I want to be, just to let you all know, I really want to be. I want to be there all the time. I haven't changed my thought process at all. I still want to do this because it's fun and I love the community that we've created, and I just feel bad not being able to participate. But I'm here. Everything's good. It gets better every day. Um, the only thing tough is the death of my father-in-law right now. And that's just emotional. We just need to grieve. That's it. Oh my god, baby girl. Thank you so much for the subs, baby girl. You guys know you don't need to do that. I really appreciate it, but I mean, with how with how little I'm going to be streaming, it's just make sure that you cancel them after a while. Don't don't keep subbing to me just because you feel like you have an obligation. All right, Kirst, you have a great day. Thank you so much for coming in, bud. And like I said, if anybody asks, go ahead and tell them. I really don't care. Um, I know that there's been a lot of questions as to what's been going on. You've helped me so much with everything. But that's what I love to do, you know. I guess. So, I guess thank you so much. You're a real one, brother. Yeah, so are you. Everybody is. That's the thing about our community. That's what makes our community so amazing. Is everybody is an extremely extraordinary individual, and I think that's what makes Safe Space such an amazing spot. And the Turtle Cave, it wouldn't be half of what it is without you guys. So thank you, and don't hesitate to reach out. Um, if for some reason you feel that I'm just absent or that my brain's fogged, it's not. I'm totally available. I'm just not as proactive about keeping up with everybody as I was because of the situation I'm in right now. Um, so I do ask, if you need something, come to me, because it's a lot harder for me to keep track of what's going on now with Discord, with Twitch, with everybody, just relying off of notifications from my phone, which I tend to ignore because I have so many notifications from so many Discords and so many emails that I just kind of go through them as I get to them. So please don't hesitate to ask. If I don't see what you're asking me immediately, don't feel that I'm trying to ignore you. It's just I have so much interaction happening that it's hard to get from person to person. Um, even the admin team for Safe Space, I I barely be I'm barely on there. I'm barely talking to people because I'm just trying to deal with what's here. But I'm there. I'm here. I'm available. If you guys need anything, I do need to ask you to get a hold of me. Um, just because it's really hard to scroll through everything all the time. But if you guys don't have any other questions, I think I'm gonna cut it here. I don't even know how to fucking raid out to anybody. What is this? Be right back. What is this? Oh, that's the end stream. Is there no way to raid? Oh, that's the flip the camera. Yeah, I don't even think I can raid out of here. Can't wait for the next one. Well, like I said, if you guys want to just come up with a bunch of questions and start asking me questions, maybe I'll do another one of this and we'll do a Q&A again. Or Maybe I'll give more than an hour's notice that I'm gonna go live. That might help too. I can't even type. Yeah, it won't even let me type. Yeah. Well, I'm on my phone. This is all I got is I can see chat and I can see myself and I can see the latest. Oh no, I can see a few things, but I can't see much. Oh no, I can see my activities list. Yeah, but I can't do any slash commands. I can't do anything. I can't even type. I wonder if I open up. Hold up.